Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving deep into one of the most iconic psychological horror games of all time, Silent Hill 2. This game is a masterpiece that takes players on a disturbing and emotional journey. If you are a fan of a horror or just a love well-crafted story, buckle up because we are about to explore the dark and foggy town of Silent Hill. So, sit back, relax, and let's get into part 1 of this chilling tale. Our story begins with a man named James Sunderland, who finds himself at a restless sub bathroom, staring into a grimy mirror. He's haunted, confused, and lost. James received a letter from his wife, Mary, who by all accounts should be dead. Mary passed away 3 years ago due to an illness, but somehow he holds a letter in her handwriting telling him to come to their special place in Silent Hill. The words echo in his mind, "In our special place, waiting for you." Despite how impossible it seems, James decides to follow the letter's instruction and heads to Silent Hill in search of Mary. As he leaves the restless stop and begins his trek down a narrow path shrouded in the mist, it's clear that something is very wrong. The town is abandoned, the air is unnaturally thick with fog, and a sense of dread clings to every corner. As James makes his way deeper into the town, he comes across a cemetery where he meets a strange woman named Angela. She seems scared, lost, and disoriented, much like James. Angela warns him there is something dangerous in the town, something he should stay away from. But James is undeterred. His love for Mary and his desire to see her again push him forward, despite Angela's vague warnings. Silent Hill itself feels alive, breathing with a malevolent spirit. The roads are broken, the buildings are dilapidated, and unnatural silence hangs in the air, broken only by distant, undefinable noises. As James continues through the fog, he encounters strange grotesque creatures, bipedal figures wrapped in what looks like layers of flesh. They drag their twisted bodies across the ground, moaning in pain. Armed with only a wooden plank, James fights off these nightmarish beings, his desperation drives him forward. Eventually, James arrives at Woodside Apartments. It's one of the places he and Mary had visited during happier times, and he hopes to find some clues as to where might she be. But as he steps inside, the darkness becomes even more suffocating. The building is a labyrinth of narrow, dimly lit hallways, and the sense of isolation intensifies. Within these corridors, James encounters more horrific creatures, including what then stands out: Pyramid Head. Pyramid Head is a towering figure clad in butcher's garb, wielding a massive rusted blade. Its head is encased in a metal pyramid-like helmet, obscuring any features beneath. The first encounter is a brief. Pyramid Head merely watches from a distance, its presence alone enough to freeze James in terror. He knows this thing is different, not just another monster, but something far more dangerous. It's as tough it is for him, a manifestation of something darker within his own mind. James continues to explore the apartments and stumbles upon Angela again, this time in a dimly lit room filled with smashed furniture and broken glass. She's holding a knife, her hands trembling. It becomes apparent that Angela is struggling with her own trauma, haunted by something deeply personal. She offers the knife to James, almost as if she wants him to take it away from her, to rid her of its dark allure. But James refuses, sensing that Angela needs to hold on to it, as though it were her anchor to reality. After this disturbing encounter, James resumes his journey for Mary, but the deeper he goes, the more distorted and twisted the world around him becomes. Rooms morph into grotesque versions of themselves, and reality seems to bend under the weight of some unseen force. It's here that James realizes this town isn't just haunted, it's personal. Silent Hill is reflecting his own inner turmoil back at him, and whatever answer he seeks about Mary are not going to come easily. The next clue points him towards a dark abandoned hospital, and that's where we'll pick up next time in part 2. The further James goes, the more lines between reality and nightmare blur. Who or what is waiting for him at the end of this journey? And there you have it, folks, part 1 of Silent Hill 2. This game is more than just a survival horror experience, it's a psychological deep dive into guilt, grief, and the darkest corners of the human mind. If you enjoyed the breakdown, hit that like button and make sure to subscribe for part 2, where we'll venture into Brookhaven Hospital and face even more horrors. Let me know in the comments what you think about James' journey so far. Do you think Mary is really waiting for him, or is something more sincere at play? Until next time, stay safe, stay spooky, and I will see you in the next one.